We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. McPherson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, McPherson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, McPherson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Throwing on first down. McPherson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And that's incomplete. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. McPherson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Watch the pass. No. Go.
On play action, Allen. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. Dancing to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A gain of 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Blue there, blue there. Check safety, check safety. Check 13.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen.
He'll get this off to Swift.
Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Curry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. Only able to gain a couple there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down at 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. To throw on 3rd down, McPherson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Mike 17. Check. 17's Mike 17. 17. Check. 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 17's Mike. Mike 17. Check. 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 17's Mike. Mike 17. Check. Mike. Check. Mike. 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 17.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
17's Mike 17. Let's put him on the 56.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
To the air, Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Off play action. McPherson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw on 2nd down, McPherson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
He spins free. And taking it across midfield. And just shy of the 40. Allen to throw once more. Allen hit. He lost the football.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen going to throw.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Like 17.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
2nd down and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. McPherson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And they'll indeed take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Houston,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the struggles intensify.